I'd firstly like to start off by um, introducing our organization and just saying a couple of words about TherapHeal as an organization. TherapHeal is an international platform of carefully curated clinical psychologists who train from the best of institutes across the world, and they're dedicated to providing a very safe space. And also, the focus is on competent service in the field of mental health. Our founder, Dr. Ananya Sinha, is a registered trauma-informed and LGBTQ affirmative therapist who has been in the field for more than 10 years with a lot of experience. I would also like to introduce Angana Mukherjee Sharma. She has been a clinical psychologist for the past 10 years and has a lot of experience and is also registered and is a member of the IACP. Now I will give it on to Angana Sharma ma'am to introduce our guest today.
Okay, thank you, Rachna, for a wonderful introduction of all of us. Good morning, Arpita. Good morning, Rachna. Good morning, Shuchishmita, and welcome to TherapHeal, Arpita. So we are glad and we are happy that you could find out some time, some of your precious time to give it to us to help us understand about young girls' mental health. So since July is a Women's Mental Health Month, so we are conducting through TherapHeal. So we would like to know a little bit about from you how the young girls' mental health are currently, and how you, as an assistant coach of Bengal team of the young girls, you help the young girls to move forward and help them move ahead in life, and also how would you motivate the other girls to join the profession. So really a warm welcome to you, Arpita. So I'll give it to Rachna to conduct the session. Okay, over to you, Rachna.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, as the assistant coach of the Bengal team, I was wondering, being a coach means being under so much pressure, right? What are some ways in which you deal with that pressure for yourself?
Good morning, everyone. First of all, thank you to TherapHeal and thank you to everyone. I'm really honored. Okay. Pressure and challenging situations are not new for me. I have played the pressure situation during my days as a cricketer and love to taking up challenges.
Mm-hmm.
And I always try to coach my players to taking up challenges, to handle the pressure situations,
Mm-hmm.
because that's they are come on top.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So pressure situations are not new for me.
Okay. Okay. So from all of your experience, it's been something that's been a part of your life.
Yes.
And when you're coaching adolescent girls, what is something, you were saying how you tell them, you should come above that. What are some of the main emotions that you see that these children are dealing with at this age? If you could tell us a bit about that.
uh, that most of the challenging situation nowadays are gender biased.
Right.
So
Right.
gender biased, and it's because of that women's in sport in all India not getting the same equal payment or fees and job opportunities. That is the reason.
Right. 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 And in your time when you started playing, now at least we know the captain of the women's team for a lot of us. But at the time when you started playing, it was even more new. So, how was that experience for you to come out of that?
uh, I have played that time that there was no match fees, no job opportunities,
Right.
but it's totally that she love about the game, uh, to come here.
Right.
So this is the reason about the cricket.
Okay. Thank you for that, because that means I can see the number of barriers you would have crossed to become who you are today. Um, Can you tell us a little bit about how do you keep your team motivated? How do you keep these girls motivated? Or is motivation something that they already come with on a regular basis?
I always tell my players that that try to that keep faith in their abilities
Right.
and believe in themselves. I always tell them that, and that is the main. I think that is the main motivational speech that
Right.
I every time tell my players.
Okay. Um, I know you were talking about you were talking about how that equal status isn't there for women. Men are just more appreciated for playing the sport. Um,
Look, since BCCI took women's cricket, the things are changed
changing.
and improving day by day. This is
And
the
what is the kind of improvement that you are saying, and what do you want? What are your, where do you want it to be, and what are the changes that are happening towards that?
yeah, they are looking forward about women's cricket, and they are try to uh, they, yeah, they are try to motivated the women's cricketers. They are taking a lot of caring about women's cricket.
Okay. Um, when you at that time, ma'am, we were talking about at a time when it wasn't recognized. Was your family supportive of your decision to go into a completely new field? How did that support or the lack of it make a difference for you?
Uh, Cricket has always been my passion, and that is the reason I took it as a profession. My family always supported my choice, and it was because of them I have come this far.
Right, right, right. And what would you say to parents today of these little girls who come to you working?
Ah, it's totally that family. That the main thing is keep faith in their children that
Yeah,
and believe in their abilities.
absolutely. Okay.
This is the motivation speech.
Speech even for the parents. Um, okay, so I was wondering, it's not only children nowadays are not only dealing with doing well in their sport, but also being a teenager, being an adolescent, going to school. There are so many things that being a girl and a teenager comes with today. So I was wondering, how do they manage to balance that out, balancing cricket as their life and other things around it?
Uh, if you love the sport, the whichever it's cricket or football, whatever, you have to balance somehow, and you only know how you will balance sport and the educations and other things.
Right.
And this is
Okay. So just because they love the sport, they will find a way, is what you're trying to say. Okay. Um, I was wondering, today we're talking about mental health, right? There wasn't as much of a conversation, say, even 5, 6 years ago. And mental health in sport is becoming a bigger thing. Do you think mental health is important? Can you give us a little bit about what mental health means for the sport that you've taken up?
yeah. Staying in a good mental health mental space helps my team perform better,
Right, right,
and as a coach it's my duty that my all the play to make sure all the players are happy
right,
and mentally fit.
right. Okay. And ma'am, for your team, do they have a mental health professional who's assigned to help you?
No,
No,
no.
don't as of now. Okay. And can you tell us about what other kind of challenges that the team faces on a regular basis? What, I'm sure there's a lot of anxiety that comes up pre-match, maybe. Do anything on those
No,
lines?
no, no.
No. Okay. Um,
Most challenging situations nowadays are gender biased,
gender.
and yeah, and one is not getting equal payment and job opportunities only.
Okay. And for a girl who wants to get into the sport and wants to is kind of scared about the sport not being recognized, how do you create that path for the child to say no, you do it and you'll find your opportunities? How do you create that space, ma'am?
Mm, it's true that sports in all India, in women's in sports like football, hockey, and women in cricket also. Uh, also, there is no equal status as men.
Mm-hmm.
But uh, it was love about the sport. I
Right.
have told that it
Right.
was love about the sport,
Mhm.
and which it was totally love about the sport.
That okay. So, ma'am, when there are times, let's say your team has worked very hard pre-season, and they lose a match, right? They lose, and they're all very frustrated. How do you handle such a situation? What conversation goes on at that point with you?
Uh, Failures are the pillar of success. Every time you fail, it will help you improve your game and
Mhm.
take you towards the success.
Okay.
When we lose a match,
Mhm.
it's totally a collective failure. But
Right.
uh, we take it in our stride by positive discussion
Mhm.
and focused on the next match.
Okay. Okay. So that's the speech you kind of, or the conversation that you have with your girls. Okay.
Yes.
Um. Okay. I was also wondering about how she you as an individual being the assistant coach, it's not just handling the girls and helping them. There's a lot of other things that you have to take care of at multiple points. Can you tell us a little bit about how you have to ensure that your mental health is great to ensure that everything else stays online?
Actually, earlier I have told that pressure and challenging situation are not new for me.
Right.
So I love to taking up challenges, and
Mm.
I feel that that brings out best in me when I am in a pressure.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So it's I'm used to actually.
You're used to it. Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm just gonna I don't think I did well with the introducing you initially, so I'm just gonna say a little bit about you before I end. Um, Arpita ma'am is the assistant coach for the under 19 team and for the Cricket Association of Bengal. She's also represented Bengal from 1999 to 2013 at a time when women's cricket was not an ideal path for a girl, especially. And she's made her mark in the field. She's played more than 100 first class matches and was the India Camp Junior in the year 2004 and 2005. And you've also been the coach carrier from 2014, and the team has won the championship in 2018-19 and 2014 and 15. Thank you so much for taking out the time today to have a quick chat with us, with the team, and we're very grateful that we got you on call for the Women's Mental Health Month.
Thank you, me too. Thanks.
Thank you, Arpita. Thank you, Rachna.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you,
So,
TherapHeal.
yeah, you're most welcome. So we are really glad that we can, ask you to come and give your precious time. So it was wonderful talking to you. Three of us, four of us are in four different cities altogether. So, and since I know you personally, so it's really more, happier moment for you, for me to connect with you professionally as well. So, just to end the session, just give us some message to the young girls who would want to join cricket and who would want to become a coach like you. I have seen your journey, and since we were like really young, so I remember every bit of it. The way you played cricket and broke our glasses, and the way you taught me cricket as well. I remember everything, but alas, I could not continue with the journey as you did. So I'm really proud of you as a friend and as well as professionally, since we are connecting. So just a last message from you for the young girls who have not joined cricket or whose parents are really scared that should we, shouldn't we, so that they should focus on studies or more. Just a motivating message for the young girls and the parents as well, who want their kids to become a coach like you, or who want their children to be a sports person as you.
Uh, One thing that I have told earlier, that self belief is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, every child has a what? Every child has a uh,
Own ability, own.
own ability, and but that self belief is very important. Keep faith in their abilities and believe in themselves. One day they will do something better.
Okay. Thank you, Arpita. Thank you for the lovely message. Thank you, Rachna. Thank you, Shuchishmita, to be recording the session. So we can conclude, and thank you, everyone. Uh,
Thank you, TherapHeal. Thanks.
you can stop the recording, Shuchishmita.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.